Good morning, everybody. Welcome on behalf of SCAN for this special Sunday morning program with Maithili Iyer. This is a very special conversation talk that we are going to have today. Maithili Iyer is a trainer at Yoga Prana Vidya, and since 2012, she has trained more than 1,000 students who are now themselves pranic healers and professionals. She's actually an ex IT professional, but 12 years ago, she took to the path of healing. Now she's a certified healer for the last 12 years. Her paper in pediatric autism has been published in the Indian Journal of Child Health. And this is what drew me to her. And I was curious to know more about this whole journey that she has had on treating autism. So I welcome Maitri. Firstly, deep gratitude to you from all the parents and mothers and fathers who are listening in and will listen in the future. Also to all who are listening now, whatever questions you have after Maitri's talk, you'll all be free to ask your questions. So welcome, Maitri. Please start the program.
Okay. So thank you so much, Vimal and Gopiji, for giving me this opportunity. I mean, since the time we were successful with this particular case that was published and some other cases, I've been always, I've been interested in sharing about it with others. So this gives me a good opportunity to do so. And I hope that whatever I'm sharing today will be beneficial for all of you who are going through this issue right now. So before I start off about it, I just want to briefly tell you that this modality, I'm associated with Yoga Prana Vidya. So Yoga Prana Vidya is an organization that was founded by Sri N.J. Reddy sir. And he is a veteran. He was in the Indian Air Force, and he started healing himself. And he was initially trained through Master Chua Koksui and the Pranic Healing Society. But our organization is called YPV Yoga Prana Vidya. Right now, we are not associated with the Pranic Healing organization. I thought it is important to clarify that. And so, Sir has trained many of us. I'm one of the trainers. There are many of us across India who have been trained by Reddy Sir, and we are using this modality now for helping out people with all kinds of ailments. Since we are interested particularly in autism, so I thought I will start by telling you a little about the paper itself, the case which was handled by me. Is that fine, Vimal?
Yes, yes, that will actually be very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, uh, I in fact invited the mother whose child we had healed, and I asked her to join in. Unfortunately, she was not able to join in today, but she said that if anybody has anything, I'm very happy to clarify or tell them anything that they need if they need it in more specific terms.
That's
So
lovely. That's lovely.
yeah. So first thing I want to say is, see, autism is one of the cases that I have worked on, and I have worked on a couple of cases. Some of my students have become trainers, and then they have worked on some cases, and their students who are moms of autism children, and they are themselves healers. So whatever I'm sharing, it is a general collection also. Okay, towards the end of this I will tell you whatever I have come across. Okay, so autism is one of the things that we are healing. So this was a case of a frustrated mom, and she had come to us referred by her friend. Incidentally, that friend's child also was suffering from autism, and he had shown improvement, and that's how she referred this lady to me. And by the time they had come to me, they had tried many therapies, and which included some 4 to 6 hours of treatment every day, and for 5 years. And despite that, they kept seeing a decline in the child's condition. Okay. So, and what happened was in 2020, with the COVID coming in, particularly I mean, the child was experiencing more fear and they saw more regression in his case. Okay. And he became very aggressive with frequent meltdowns. So in 2020, this child was 8 years old and he was suffering from fear, sleep issues, and also he used to shout and hit himself. So these things really frustrated his mother. And the healing sessions for the child were started on July 1st. And initially, when I spoke to her about healing, she basically she said maybe not, I don't know. And it was with that only that we started. Okay, so initially we spoke of 15 days of healing. At the very beginning, I told her that healing for autism will be a longer process. Okay, it will go in terms of months. Okay, and in terms of months to see improvement. As such, the healing may need to be continued for a very long period of time. So, but I told her, let us try the healing for 15 days and then see what improvement it is offering and then take a call accordingly. So initially healing was done for 15 days and he showed an improvement in, first of all, his sleep. Okay, he was not able to sleep well and all that. That improved. And she reported that he became more relaxed. So this was the initial improvement what she could see. Okay, with that, I suggested to her that, see, this is going to be a long process. So if you can learn what we call as level 1, 2, 3. Level 1 is generally what is healing, how it is done, etc. In level 2, we talk of healing using color pranas. And level 3 is particularly for emotional issues. Okay, so this level 3 is what is called as psychotherapy generally. Okay, so I asked her to learn level 1, 2, 3. And what we did is, as I was healing simultaneously, the mother also learned level 1, 2, 3. And within a month's time, the mother took over healing for that child. So I was healing the child then for 3 days in a week. And the mother used to heal the child on the remaining days. Okay. And by 3 months, we saw more improvements now in the child. So what happened is initially he was graded as they were into a program called Sunrise Program, I'm told, SRP. So he was graded as a 1 on that program. Okay. When in 3 months, we saw that the child was becoming more receptive. He was learning more faster, whatever was being taught to him, he was learning more faster. And then they stopped other therapies at that point. Okay. And after and the healing was continued in the same pattern. I used to heal around 3 times in a week and the mother used to heal on the remaining days. And with 1 year of healing, his SRP count improved by 1. So they have a grade 1 to 5 and his grade went from 1 to 2, which was considered as a improvement. Okay. And what they reported was that his sensory perceptions had improved and he was more relaxed. Importantly, he used to smile more. And that was, a big happiness for the mother. Whereas he used to be crying and hitting himself and so many other things. But now the child was relaxed and he was smiling. Through this, we also saw that at one point he got dengue, corona, and one issue, one time I remember he got convulsions. Okay. For all these things, also we did healing through along with whatever we were doing for this, we also did healing for all this. And they did not need other medication. This is what the mother reported. Okay. Finally, this case I had worked on till May of 2023, at which point he showed one more grade improvement. So he went from a grade 1 to a grade 3. Okay. And at various points through this, through this whole course, what improvements she noticed and she would report, like, for example, he started eating food on his own. He used to brush his teeth on his own. And eventually it came to a point where he could do some skating. And more recently, I remember maybe around 6 months back or so, she sent me a small video clip, of this child doing a puzzle on a computer screen with a mouse. He was picking up and putting pieces of the puzzle in place, something like that. So this is the case itself. Okay. Personally, I would give a lot of credit to the mother. Along with the healing and whatever we did, I would give a lot of credit to the mother on certain count. The first thing is she was extremely receptive, very, very enthusiastic about learning also and about implementing whatever she learned. Okay. The other thing is, as a part of this, I had recommended that she should be doing the meditation. There is a particular meditation within YPV that we do. Then there is something called forgiveness sadhana. Okay. So these two were, I used to, I cannot do much. I cannot tell the child much, but I used to tell the mother, कि आपको तो मैं बोल सकती हूँ, so I need you to do this, I need you to do that. So the one thing is she was extremely regular with the meditation and the forgiveness. Okay. Apart from that, I used to talk to her about blessing. So every time the child is upset, I will come to that, particularly what I told her. I will come to that just as, after I complete this. So I used to emphasize on blessing, forgiving, and meditation for the mom. Okay. And also, we went into the spiritual aspect in the sense understanding law of karma, then understanding gratitude, expressing gratitude. See, the mother herself being frustrated, no? She was going through a lot at that point. So I would say, as much as I had healed the child and all, utna hi healing, or counseling I had to do for the mother. Okay. But she was very receptive. She followed everything, and therefore she got a lot of benefit. And whatever I have shared in terms of, like if he would brush his teeth on his own, she would be grateful. And then she would write a message, ma'am, today I noticed that he's doing like this today. And so every small improvement she used to, I still remember as I'm recollecting this case, how it had gone through for us. So I still remember how she used to write to me, like, ma'am, today I noticed that, the child has started doing this and that, this is the case itself. Okay. Now I want to share something about what is healing, how it works. Okay. Is that okay? Shall I continue with this?
Yes, please continue.
Oh, so now what is healing? Our physical body is surrounded in and around us. All of us have something called an energy body. Okay. This energy body is called as aura. There are many terms for it. Like in Sanskrit, it is called pranamaya kosha. Okay. It is called as aura. It is called the bioplasmic body. So just as blood flows in our physical body, energy flows in our energy body. And this flow is facilitated through the chakras and the nadis, that are the pipelines, the pumps and the pipelines through which this whole thing is flowing. Just like, you have the heart pumping and the blood flows to every part of the body. So like that, the chakras are receiving and throwing out energy, and it is also circulated through the entire energy body. So in fact, this energy body has got an entire anatomy, just like our physical body has. Okay. Now, what is disease then? See, when all the chakras are having good energy, they are in the right balance, the person enjoys good health. Any disease is where there is an imbalance in this energy body. Okay, so some chakra may not be functioning properly. Something will be sluggish. Something will be extra fast, if I can put it like that. So there are some conditions of the chakras. Okay, so that is disease. Now, I would also like to share a little about what happens in autism in particular, or in case of all these issues, where we find that the children or adults or anybody is not able to mentally process things and all these things. So what happens in their case, these chakras are extra small. They are smaller than the chakras of an average person. Okay. And there is one more problem. A certain energy, the energy it's all dynamic, by the way. So certain energies have to reach certain centers. Now, what happens is one more issue that they face is, so a certain energy is not able to reach the brain. Okay. So these two things together are noted in these cases. So what we normally do for that is direct healing. What I have discussed in the case, like what we did in that case was direct healing. So in direct healing, what we are doing, based on the understanding of chakras, based on the understanding of how it should be, we directly learn. There is a whole procedure. One has to learn it. If you want to do it yourself, you need to learn it. It is not at all difficult. Just like I shared the case of this mother who learned it herself and started doing the healing for her child. Anybody can learn. Anybody with just average intelligence can do it. That is the beauty, because of the way in which the teaching is given to us. Okay. So anybody can learn and do it, but you need to learn the first three levels, level 1, 2, 3. Okay. The other option is you can actually seek healing sessions from any healer who is well versed with this. Okay. If there is anyone who has learned healing, okay, who has done these first 2, 3 levels of healing, what I'm talking about, I will be more than happy to share the protocol. But I cannot discuss the protocol right now because it will not be understood. Okay. And so anyone who wants to get in touch to just receive the protocol also, you're most welcome once you learn level 1 to 3. Or if you want to learn level 1 to 3, of course, you're welcome to learn. We will be having classes for that also. We have online classes. I'll come to that later. Now, what we are doing with all this is, one part is the chakra itself. So direct healing is healing for the particular issue. So I am talking in the context of autism, but this is true for everything, ranging from a stress and an irritability and a fear and a phobia and, everything. Okay. Now, healing can be done for anything. Apart from this, we have to be concerned about the energy in the environment. Okay. So our energy affects the people around us. And this is true for everybody, isn't it? So, like, for example, if you are in a bad mood, then what happens? You are radiating that energy to everybody around you. So when you are frustrated, you are radiating that energy to everybody around. These are universal things which all of us know. Okay. So our energy affects. So we can also work on the energy of the environment. Like when we do meditation, the place where we are meditating, the energy of that place will start becoming more and more pleasant, if I can put it like that. Okay. Now, that is one thought. Then it has also been seen that sometimes there are some phases when it is more difficult. For example, in terms of children going through all these problems, it is noticed that the full moon time can be a little more challenging than other times of the month. Okay. So new moon and full moon for some children we have seen, and particularly full moons, they report that there are more meltdowns or more attacks, anxiety attacks and things like that. So that is also one thing I wanted to share. The common issues what we have seen are stress, anxiety, hyperactivity, aggressiveness, sleep issues. And like I said, this full moon, new moon thing is one more phenomenon we have noticed. And also puberty. When the children are going through that phase, it can be particularly difficult. Already it is difficult for teenage children generally, and worse with these things where they can have more meltdowns, etc. So coming back to healing, what is healing doing? In healing, any of these things, what I'm talking about, say stress, anxiety, all these things cause imbalance in the chakras. When we do healing, we bring the chakras back into balance. We clear out certain energies. We push good energies into the chakras. Okay. So in short, healing is like like you have a slate and something is written on it. So healing is like as if we are cleaning the slate. That's it. There are two parts to healing, any healing. Actually, one is to clear the things, second is to sustain. Normally, in healing, we will ask the patient also to do certain things. Now, here it depends on the state of the person. So, if it is feasible, maybe a simple exercise, sometimes just breathing. So, it depends. As the children show improvement, depending on the case, we suggest that also. Okay. Otherwise, all the homework is for the mother. Okay, because she has to maintain her energy and maintain the energy of the place and do a little more. Okay, so healing is basically, like I said, then bringing the chakras in balance. I mean, clearing out certain, if I put it very simply, clearing out certain bad energies or negative energies, whatever is triggering the person, and filling it with good energy. This is a very simple way of putting it. In reality, there is a procedure to the whole thing, and it can be a little more than what I'm just stating. Okay, so before I go further, I think I will. Vimal is already having some questions in her mind, so I will let you please
No,
go ahead.
actually, no, I don't have questions. Actually, I want to open it up for others to ask questions
Sure,
now. So if
sure, sure.
anybody wants to ask something, I just want to ask one before others are, can think of
Sure,
something.
sure.
So generally in this, that our children will not take any kind of like you sit here and now do this. They won't take
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Sit.
yeah.
So this treatment is possible even if they are not there. The mother can do it in the absence of the child also.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. In fact, not only these children, all children. Children will not sit in one place. It is too much to expect of them. Even adults nowadays, it is difficult to make them sit in one place for 20 minutes also to receive a healing.
Okay.
Okay,
Anybody else?
so it
Yeah.
does not require.
Yeah.
So you can do the healing even like when they are sleeping, when they are in school, when they are occupied with certain activity, and it works as well.
It works as well.
Yeah. And one more thing I would like to share here. To date, I have not met neither the mother nor that child in person.
Oh. So you taught the
They,
entire healing procedure online to her? I mean,
yes,
she didn't
yes.
do those level-wise courses and all that. She
She
did the,
did level 1, 2, 3 online.
she did do that.
Yes, she did do that. The entire thing was online because this was during COVID, you see.
Acha, acha. Okay,
And that,
this,
that,
you did
pardon?
the, you taught those level 1, 2, 3 to her.
Yes, yes,
Ah,
yes.
okay. Got it. Got it.
Myself and my husband, we both
Ah,
are trainers in this. So we
okay.
taught the level 1, 2, 3 online. We even, I mean, the entire procedure was done online. To date, I
What
have not met
about,
them.
people live with their in-laws, the
Yes,
in-laws bring in their stresses, then the husband or
yes,
spouse brings in that stress. So, वो उन
yes.
लोग को भी तो include करना पड़ेगा ना इसमें.
See, once you learn that level 3,
हाँ,
I generally say, oh, that is the solution to Kahani Ghar Ghar
हाँ,
Ki. So, in fact, I tell you, even these people need healing.
everyone needs healing in this.
Everyone needs healing.
Hmm.
Everyone needs healing. And uh, first of all, but what happens is the once you bring peace, a little peace into yourself, and then now you can look at things around you. So and a little bit of counseling and all these things we did for both the parents.
Hmm. Basically, how I just want to tell everyone how me and Maitri met. We are both doing a course in the Theosophical Society, and it's an advanced course. And I also forgot to mention in her introduction that she has spent a whole year in the Ramana Trust ashram doing some higher studies. So she has been in this field. Now the thing is that people think all of this is like very woo woo stuff. There's no scientific
Yeah.
basis for it, but actually there is a lot of science behind it because this electromagnetic body has been photographed in Kirlian photography. So there are
Yes.
samples online, you can see that. Even animals and plants have that electromagnetic body. And as per what theosophic studies say, what they say is that every thought that you produce actually has an energy. It combines
Yes,
with certain conscious elements which are not, they're subatomic but conscious elements. They are called elementals in theosophy. So every thought sort of develops an energy, and then it affects the environment, yourself, and everything around. So, in a
absolutely.
way, what you say about creating a nice atmosphere, the energy of the place is connected to this this thought energy that we ourselves are giving out. So if we constantly live in a place where this child तो ऐसे ही रहेगा, ये तो जिंदगी भर
Absolutely.
रहेगा. I seen an adult as an autistic वो जो अभी भी वो ring out अभी भी वो कर रहा है. He's still playing with puzzles at 25. He's never going to change. All that thoughts are there.
Absolutely. Very, very important part of it is.
Yeah.
The mother, I mean, not only the mother, actually everybody around, but the one who has the highest influence on the child, na, the parents. And whoever is spending a lot of time with the child, what kind of, whatever you are, there's a very simple 3 words that I would like to share. So our Guruji says, energy follows thought. These are 3 words that one should meditate on actually. Energy follows thought. That means what? Whatever you are thinking, you are energizing. And if you are constantly thinking, so this was one of the things that I would tell the mother all the time. If you look, if you are saying something, if you're thinking something, you are energizing that. So instead of complaining, and this is one of the solutions that I was going to share. So worry is a form of energy, isn't it? Worry is a form of energy. So Reddy sir would say, convert worry into blessings.
Okay.
Okay, whatever you are worrying about, बस उसका ये change कर दो, थोड़ा सा mode change कर दो. You're worried whether your child will make it through this exam or something. You just say, I bless that may he be successful. May he show improvement. Now,
nice.
what you have done, that same thing you have just converted. Can we do a small experiment? If actually, I was hoping more people would be on video and it would be more interactive.
Yeah, I'm requesting all our friends, Mini, Sneha, Nivrita, come on, you guys, put on your videos. Unless you're in the bathroom, then don't put on the videos. Manikandan sir is a special educator. He was teaching in Dhruv's school before.
I see.
Nivrita is a mom.
Okay.
Sneha is a mom.
Actually, more than anything, my concern is only about your experience. So I want to do a small experiment to show you the power of your own thought. Okay. And I understand that there will be others who are watching this video later, maybe. Okay. So for them also, my thought is, see, it doesn't matter whether you are on video, off video, but just be with me for these 5 minutes. I want to show you something.
Ma'am,
Okay.
good morning. Can I ask one question?
Yes, yes, sure.
Vasundhara, yes, you can. Can you also switch on your video,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, I am not dressed up properly.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Actually, ma'am, I want to know. Actually, I have done Grandmaster Chokoksi Pranic Healing.
Yes.
Is the protocols are same, ma'am?
Yes, kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
More or less same. I can guide you or I can help you with the protocol.
Okay,
If you
okay.
have
I
done
have studied
up
up
to
to
psychotherapy?
psychotherapy. I have done, and
Okay.
I am now only starting to do teen arts regularly, and
Yes, yes.
doing
Very
psycho
important.
myself first. Psychotherapy myself I am doing now only because
Okay.
I am working, so I was not able to get the time. But then I thought
Sure,
I will
I
do
can help you
regularly.
with the protocol. If you have done up to that much, I can help you with the protocol. It is based
Okay,
on
ma'am. Okay.
similar teachings only. So
Yeah. Okay.
but
That's I want to know.
clarify.
Okay.
See, I mean, we are in. It is expected of us to say Yoga Prana Vidya is a separate entity.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
and
But comes under same Guru, no, ma'am? Grandmaster
yeah,
comes.
Reddy sir was trained. I mean, Reddy sir was with Master Chokoksi for 14 years. So, I mean,
Okay. Where I have learnt is from Chennai. That sir also, Madhimaran sir, he has been trained
Okay.
from Master Chokoksi.
Yes,
And
yes,
with
yes,
that, I have learned. Then I thought,
yes.
since
It's just a
Vimal
matter of
ma'am
doing, madam.
has given this sharing, no, then I thought I can ask whether it is same or
Yes, yes,
different
yes.
like that. Really,
There are
we can
within that there are some
feel
techniques
the
I will
difference.
just tell.
Yeah. I also want to tell. First of all, I am doing for myself because no,
Yes,
emotions, worries, and other things
yes,
will
yes,
be
yes.
there for me. First, I have to remove somehow. Then only
Yes,
I can go for my son. So really, there
absolutely.
is a great difference we can feel of
Yes,
doing daily this and forgiveness session. I am doing regularly nowadays.
absolutely. Yes,
And then what you told, no, blessing like
yes,
that we have to do daily now and then. So that two
yes,
things I am doing it so that we can change this tension. Other thing is somewhat relieved for me, and
yes.
everything goes well. From the beginning, daily morning itself, if we
Okay, ma'am.
start that,
Now, sorry,
then
ma'am,
it
I
will
have
be
to
okay.
cut you.
Okay.
Let us,
Okay, ma'am. Okay, just
ma'am.
I want to
Yeah,
tell one.
yeah.
Now, thank you
Thank
for
you.
giving me to opportunity to discuss. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, please stay on. Yeah.
Yeah. So shall we go with the experiment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for this, what I want you to do is, I want you to keep both your hands in front of you. Okay. Now, just look at your right hand. Look at your right hand and then say aloud wherever you are. Just say aloud, apple, apple, apple.
Apple, apple, apple.
One more time, apple, apple, apple.
Apple, apple, apple.
Okay, just one more time, apple, apple, apple.
Apple, apple, apple.
Okay. Now just wave both your hands and see.
Feels heavier.
Feels heavier, isn't it? The right hand is feeling slightly heavier. We'll have some more fun. Just drop it on the left hand. And now see.
Yeah, it feels like something's in my left hand.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So TK, we couldn't precipitate an apple, but you can. Are you getting
Feel
my?
it.
Yeah, you can feel it. It is not an apple. Okay, it is the energy of your words. So this is what I want to sensitize you. Whatever you say, in fact, not only whatever you say, whatever you think also has got energy. So just imagine the state of your mind, like, when you're, oh my God, my child is not doing well. This is happening. Now that happened. And worse, we go on discussing it. We discuss it with one person, two persons, still you're not, you feel like telling your family member, your mom, and then again you complain one more time to somebody else, today what happened, he did like this, that happened, and he was doing this, and I went and so can you understand what I'm saying? When you are doing that, your words have
The
energy.
energy.
And sometimes even if the child is not there, still whatever you're saying is having that is the energy that you have radiated in that context. So every day, first of all, we have to now ये तो बहुत दिन कर लिया अभी हमने. So we have to start the neutralizing thing. So every day you say, oh, I see, like for every small improvement, you observe and you say, okay, this is getting better today. That is getting better. And you start implementing them. This one change itself will bring some relief to you. Okay, at least your contribution to that in a negative way, you reduce, na?
Yeah.
You're getting me? Whatever you are contributing to that, at least that, whatever is that contribution in a negative way, at least that you reduce. You say, my child will is okay. If you can't say things that, like, sometimes affirmations are in a way that you can't believe it yourself. So and so is fit and fine. Okay, it is not plausible. So you say, he's showing improvements. I am coming across the right help. I'm coming across the right teachings. I'm coming across the right knowledge. I'm able to contribute positively to the child. He's showing improvement. She is showing improvement. Okay. So energy follows thought. So as at least what we can do, convert our worry into blessings. Okay, so as we now start blessing, it's not that abhi aapne kiya and immediately he will change. No, but over a period of time. Are you getting me? So this is also one of the contributions what the mother can do. And every time you worry, every time you catch yourself worrying about your child, just switch. You say, oh, that is not helpful. Okay, so you start blessing the child.
I think that's really a great idea, because I think all of us have worries, and I think that if instead of repeating that worry, we can say the opposite thing. That's okay.
Exactly.
He'll be fine. Or this will be fine. No, this will not happen. This will
He's
work out.
getting better. Even
Yeah,
if you just see he's getting better, which is very plausible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even that is okay. Right? Okay, so this is one of the things I wanted to share. So this is what I mean by blessing. Just you can even imagine the child at that time and then keep your hand like this and bless. Okay, if you're in a place where you can't do all that, just think, okay, he's getting better. You keep sending out that vibe. Okay? Okay. Any other questions? Anything else? Then I'll come to the next thing, which is forgiveness.
So, like, I think one question which somebody like Manikantan, sir, for example, he has to handle a lot of children at the same time. How does he manage?
Okay.
Would that be a useful question for you? Sir, if you want to ask your own question, you can ask. You are still mute, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. And during my class, mostly I handled 15 to 20 students also on time.
Acha. Oh, wow.
So sometimes lots of mood variations students also there. So I'm handling during that sessions, mostly disturbed people, students also available. So academics been not possible. I'm handling. I'm giving to leadership to leadership to skill to students. They are handling one group. I'm rotation. Just a supervision method only. It is possible during that time.
Okay.
So in one group, one student is capable. I will handle one group. The 5 I will separate into groups. So that's easy to handle. Otherwise, not possible, the group.
Okay. See, one thing is how much you can handle, first of all, depends on your energy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that is what ultimately, as we improve, just like stamina in sports, like somebody can run 100 meters, 400 meters. Now, as you train, as you practice, slowly you start being able to do more and more consistent practice. Okay. In terms of energy, all of us we spoke about this aura, or I spoke about the energy body, right? So our energy, average size of this energy body is a couple of inches. Okay. Or a little bit, a few inches away from the road, maybe 6 to 7 inches, we can say, or the denser part would be like that. Now, as you do the meditation, as you do the breathing, there are fundamentally 3-4 techniques. Okay. Now, if you are practicing these techniques, you will find that your energy, your ability to handle things will change. Yeah. Okay, so for to answer your question, Vimal, for Manikantan sir and people like him, and even the moms, I will add that them practicing the YPV techniques, the meditation, the breathing, these things will help in improving this energy condition. And you will find you are able to handle more and better.
What can they do in the classroom to set up a nice energy system?
Okay, in the classroom, the one of the things is, see, there is one of the practices called super brain asana in YPV, or I think it is called super brain yoga in pranic healing, right? Which is this, we cross touch, like that they are not
Children
able
can't
to.
do it. Our
Children
children
can't do it.
can't do it.
Okay. Our children can't do it. Okay.
Mostly.
If
mostly.
that is one of the very fantastic ways, if the children are at that point, maybe not all of them, some of them who are able to, if you can get them to actually do the super brain asana themselves, that is one of the very fantastic things which will help them. Okay, that is one thing. The other thing, this meditation can be played in low volume in a classroom. Nobody needs to hear it. The meditation that I'm talking about, planetary peace meditation, which we do in Yoga Prana Vidya, we in fact have a device also, a plug-in device. Okay, you just plug it in and put it in low volume and leave it like that. It goes on like it's playing in my house 24 hours, it will keep playing. It just spreads good vibes. But I cannot substantiate it with any scientific, what you call, paper or nothing like that has been done so far. This is from my understanding, I'm saying. Okay, I want to clarify that also. Because some people may have reservations in accepting some of the things I'm saying. So what suits you, you can try. But yes, I have seen that playing the meditation in a small volume, even sometimes when somebody is ill or something like that, I would recommend this. I would ask them to play the meditation in low volume, this particular planetary peace meditation. Okay, so this is something we can do. But beyond that, I'm not able to think of anything offhand immediately.
Anybody else wants to ask anything? Mr. Govind, I don't know you personally. How old is your child?
My son is 21 years. Um, uh, he is he's outspoken as well. But only the thing is, whatever ma'am explained and you explained, he's having all this good/bad qualities as well with him. But at least he is showing some improvements. One question from my side is that as a special parents, we are trying all the pathis, right? Homeopathy, allopathy, everything. So first, my question is that whether it is working in parallel, or because you know that our kids, we cannot stop one gate and then open the another gate. So if it
Yes.
can be happen in parallel, and then subsequently we can do, so that if you can just touch that point, that will be helpful, madam.
Sure. So yes, this YPV techniques, we always do along with whatever medical therapy the person is receiving. You don't need to stop, and we don't recommend also. Okay, meaning the healer is working on the energy. Those medicines will work on the chemical, whatever. And if the child does not need medicines, the doctor himself will advise. But we as healers, we do not change any dosages. We do not do anything of that. What cannot be done also, I would like to specify. Two methods of energy healing should not be tried on the same person at the same time. Like you have somebody doing Reiki also, and then you say, okay, let's do YPV also. We would not recommend that. Okay. But any like homeopathy, allopathy, whichever medicines they are taking, no problem. Along with that, we do YPV. Then we do not say that, you please stop this medicine.
Thanks for the clarification. Thank you.
Anybody else would like to ask? I think now many families are going through puberty and that. I mean, any questions related to that? And I think there are two people who've just now joined, so you've missed quite a bit. Briefly, we've just discussed how thought affects energy. That's what we discussed. And then we also went through the experience of healing with one particular child, which ma'am had, and how the mother was also trained by by ma'am to do the entire healing. And the mother has done as much healing work for herself and for the child as she has done for the child. So far we've discussed this. How, ma'am, like how do you, in terms of scientific proof, it's more of a after it happens, you say, okay, this has happened. Otherwise, in the aspect of how these chakras appear, will there ever be in the future some method to have images of what these chakras look like? Will there be something like that where then at least you know that these are scientific?
True, true. See, in Pune, in MIT, I remember there was this session. There was one. They had a machine. I think it was called Biofield or something like that, where they could capture the aura of a person. But now all these things are, still under development. They are still validating those things. I don't know where it has reached now, but in that they were able to show some change. But we have not done it for this particular autism case. Like I said, I have not even met them till date. Okay, so for them, and I don't know, but in general, yes, these things are there. In future, we can expect. Even in that machine, they are able to capture generally the background of how the aura looks and all, but not the chakras. So in future, maybe they will have something like that. See, the biggest thing is, I personally feel experience. So once a person is experiencing the changes, usually we don't bother too much about the other things. If you are doing healing and you can see that the mood of the child is changing, that the child is showing improvement, that is enough incentive to work on it.
Yeah, that's true. One doesn't need to know why it's working. If it is working, it's good
Just
enough.
like that, we are using like the computer. So many things we are using like that. We don't know all
How
the
it works.
details of how it works. So long as it works, we are happy.
True.
So it's something like my intention mainly, my intention mainly was to provide some pointers so that you all can, you can have relief. That's all. Yeah. Somebody was saying something.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm Kavita from Chennai.
Yeah, hi, Kavita.
My daughter is 14 years old. She is in the mild moderate spectrum. So I just want to know if there would be any healing technique or handling ways when she's really agitated, when we say no for this kind of behavior, or no when in a particularly outside home, if public places, if she's not supposed to go and talk to somebody, if we control that, she couldn't accept that because she has the habit of asking questions to others, like her peers, which standard are you? She's so anxious about others, like to know details about them. So how do we, is there any energy method while you are discussing to handle at that point of time?
Okay. I think what comes to mind, I'm sharing, Kavita. The first thing is for you to be just calm. Okay. Don't be agitated. And you probably you can also talk it out with her beforehand. When she is calm and relaxed, at that time itself, you tell her that, we will be going. It is not a good idea to do like this or whatever. See, as you build this technique, what I'm talking about next, forgiveness, you do that with your child. Okay. And then you create more rapport with your child. Okay. And you tell her beforehand. And when it happens also, after it happens also, you can again, in your discussion, bring it up with her and say that, this that you did, you should consider not doing it again. And that is what I can think of, Kavita. Meaning, see, technique wise, I can tell you that at that point, she's again, like it's, you can heal beforehand. This is what, when you're healing on a regular basis, like it's not like they will not ask questions. It's not like those things are not so serious, but the meltdowns or the anxiety, those things will come down. Okay. And so it is, there are other part of it is how you are able to build your rapport with her. See, maybe I can explain it better when I'm talking about forgiveness. Meaning, see, even though this is our own child, okay, we get irritated with them as certain things happen. So that also now is a kind of negative energy that you build with, you have a small wall of negative energy between you and your child. Okay. So now even for a normal person, if I'm talking to you, and let's say I have an old history of being angry with you. Whatever I'm saying doesn't get through in the same way, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? Because there is a small barrier with anybody. I'm not talking about your child, right? Anybody. Yeah. So what happens is that prevents us from being able to communicate. We think we are talking properly, but actually there is anger in our speech. Are you getting me? So they don't respond also the way that we want them to, and things like that. So all these things. So as we have to work on our energy, being able to have better rapport. So it's not I don't have any pill for you, Kavita, at that instant what you can do. But I'm telling you that as you work on all these things, you will find that you're able to handle all these things much better. Did that answer?
Yeah, definitely. So what I understand is these meltdowns, these tantrums can also be brought down by certain healing techniques.
Yeah, healing definitely. And like I'm saying, a tantrum or all this is a buildup of energy and then it comes out.
Burst out, yeah.
Yeah. So what we are doing is before anything happens itself, we are clearing the energy. We are facilitating a better flow of energy. We are doing a certain thing. Like I said, their chakras are in a certain state, and some chakras which need some energy that is not reaching. So we do some things manually for them. Okay, that itself brings down to some extent. Then beyond that, it's a very dynamic thing also. Like, for example, if some child is 8, now when that child is slowly becoming 10 and 12, there will be new challenges that come. But for all these things, I can tell you that when you know healing and when you are doing healing, or you get healing sessions done for your child, this is the direct answer to that. The other part is how you handle your energy. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome.
I think like one thing is what parents can do is to first write down whatever they think areas where the child needs improvement, and then
Yeah.
parallelly write down some good thoughts about it, or like say, okay, this will get healed, and then also parallelly work with you people, learn the technique, learn everything. So it's like a holistic approach. It is not
Yes.
just that.
Yes.
So everything is working, and in the family also they work, and the conversations are also along that this is not a permanent situation. It
Yes.
will change.
Along with this, one more dimension that I would like to mention is there is also a spiritual dimension to it. Meaning, see, all solutions, they are holistic. If you cannot say that this one thing will suddenly change it. Okay. So you can even donate in the name of your child. Donate, and then we do something called decree, where we say, this is specifically for this purpose. So may this child start showing improvement. This is a recommendation. Everything is voluntary. I would like to mention, it is not that somebody will catch your neck and tell you have to donate so much money or something. It's not like that, but it's a choice that you have. You can donate some money and say that, may this person receive right treatment. Some of these things are common across all problems. Okay, for any disease or for any ailment, we do all these things for people. Okay. So one of the things is learning healing, getting healings done. This is one choice. The other thing is, we at 10 a.m. every day, there is a broadcast that happens from our ashram. Okay. So at that time, there is what we call a group healing session. So 10 to 10:15, the mother or the family member, whoever is available, they can sit and they can bless the child at that time. Actually, this healing session is for anyone who is joining. But many times the children may not be able to sit or through that session, but you can sit and you can bless the child during this session. Okay. So this is one thing that I would highly recommend. And those who are interested, I will share, the WhatsApp link for that I will be sharing with Vimalji, and she will share it with whoever is needing it. And you can join the session. This is a free session. There is nothing that you have to do at that time. You just think of your child and bless. That's it. And just to clarify, this is not the same as healing the specific chakras for an individual. This is a more general session, but this will also offer you some relief. So in that context, I'm sharing.
I think, firstly, when the children are young, then
Yeah.
certainly there's a lot of push from the mothers, families for improvement. But as they grow older, no, when they reach their 20s, there is a certain, like, okay, this is all he's going to do or she's going to do.
Acceptance.
And then they don't work on improvement. They stop.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
give up. So
Yeah.
I think we have to energize ourselves to keep hoping that there will be change. And then we have
Absolutely.
to work on that change. We can't give up even if they are, cross that. That's something we need to tell ourselves, that we have to
Yes.
keep trying whatever we want. It might be, we don't want suddenly for them to take one giant leap. One
Right.
really small improvements is all we are looking at. So that
Yes.
I think we shouldn't give up. I'm telling this to myself because I myself have many times given up and said, enough, I've done enough, I can't do anymore.
True.
Then I come back
That
to,
is,
I'm not doing enough.
you have to be fair to yourself also. Na? I mean, you go through something for such a long time. Acceptance brings some level of peace within you. So that is why you accept. There's no harm. But I'm telling you, as you come across new solutions, you try it again. But
Yeah.
and have some patience. Give it a period of time, not a very short period. After all, your suffering has been from so many years. So don't, you just try the solution for 3 days and say, oh, you know what, this doesn't work. Please don't discard it like that for your own sake. Okay.
So you think
So,
even for much older children, like for instance, my son is 23 and he
okay.
already has some fixed ways of being. It will be
Right.
more difficult to change him, no?
It's not like that. You give it a try. You see how much it offers. I would put it like that. Okay. You give it some time frame, no? Just like you would for any other thing. But don't give it in terms of days. I would suggest at least give it a month, 1 month of healing, and see what improvement, and that itself will be the motivation for you to take it forward. But because the issue is chronic, you may have to give a slightly longer duration. For some other things like an ache or a pain, things change much faster. But for this kind of an issue, because it is a long standing one, it would take some more time. So you give it a month and see how much improvement it is offering. And then you can, and if you yourself are equipped with the techniques healing, then this is a tool in your kitty for the lifetime. And not limited just to your child. In fact, you can heal for so many situations, as you will know. When we learn typically this, especially level 2, you're learning for heart ailment, for muscle and joint problems, digestion issues, for everything. Though currently your interest is only in this healing for autism, but I'm telling you, healing, what you will learn is for everything. And you once you learn, if you are enthusiastic about it, you can use the tool. It is a tool in your kit for your lifetime.
So one has to have that feeling that one has some healing abilities. One is
Yeah.
effective. Otherwise, it
Yes.
is, yeah. Even if it takes a month, if after 1 month I see some change, I'm surely going to. But
Yes.
you're saying that you
So
must.
I want to, after this session, I will share one. This is the one of my student. She has done now healing for her child, and she has shared this feedback in her school group. I just asked her, I said, what improvements you have seen? Can you share with me? So she has sent me her message. I will forward it to you, Vimal. And you can see, or maybe I can just read it out to you a bit. I want to share one more technique. I think we will have
Also,
time.
there is a question in
I'll
the
just
chat.
check.
There's a question in the chat. Ma'am, I joined late. Is this Reiki?
Okay. This is not Reiki. This is energy healing. Reiki is also energy healing. This is also energy healing. This is also working on the energy body of a person. But this is different from Reiki. And also Reiki is very ancient. It was, I think, maybe 200 years ago or something like that. And this one is more recent. Okay. It is not Reiki.
It will be the same, ma'am. Like the healing technique and methodology, like it will be different between Reiki.
Different. Very
Because
different.
I have done Reiki level 1, I finished. But though
no, the healing methodology is very different.
Okay. This you teach online also, ma'am, like for the parents?
Yes. I teach online also. I'll just share this testimony. Today morning only she has sent me. The mother's name is Shweta. She says, my name is Shweta. My son Yajat is autistic and I apologize for the long post, but it needs to be explained. I want to introduce the concept of Yoga Pranavidya healing, which benefits my son. In fact, I believe this practice is meant specifically for special children. For the last 8 months, I have been practicing healing for my son. Initially, I sought the help of a healer for 10 days and saw some benefits. However, I found it costly and the healing process has still a long way to go. My son is non-verbal and cannot point out where he is experiencing pain. Previously, I would resort to painkillers whenever he cried a lot, assuming he was in pain. But after incorporating healing sessions, he has become much more relaxed and a happy child, and his hyperactivity has also reduced. The frequency of administering painkillers has reduced by 50%. YPV healing focuses on cleansing chakras responsible for body functions and harnessing the energy from the environment. It emphasizes self-healing and before extending it to others. I have noticed a significant reduction in his anger, frustration, anxiety. Even in cases of minor illnesses like viral, coughs, pain, etc., I find that I need medication only 50% of the time. Yajat's motor skills have improved a little and he has started writing a bit. There is still a long way to go in terms of improvement, but yes, it is effective for children who cannot express their play. When I take Yajat outside, I used to feel very anxious how he would react, but now I don't bother. He is a happy child. And I have noticed he tries to engage with others. In groups, he is silent, which means no tantrum. As of above, all these above changes I have seen.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
And this is now a student of one of my trainers. And that lady again, see, these are all people we have not even met. Online, they have learned and they have come, but she does healing regularly for her child. And like I said, before this session, in fact, I tried to get in touch with that mother just for the sake of confidentiality and all. I'm not mentioning the name and other things, but if she herself had come, it's a different matter. But she was also saying, I'm more than happy. Anybody needs any clarification, you can ask them to get in touch with me.
We also open up again. Anybody else wants to say something?
Like how many sessions will be required to do level 1, ma'am?
Okay, level 1 takes around 12 to 14 hours of teaching time. So I usually do it in like a 3 afternoon batch. Okay, so 2 to 6:30 typically, and 3 days. So it would take 3, yeah. If it's a weekend batch, then it's a 2 full day course, like 9:30 to 5:30 kind of timing, and 2 full days to learn level 1. Okay. And level 2 and 3 is a slightly more intense thing. So level 2 and 3 takes 3 full days if you want it like that. Or usually I would conduct it as 5 half days. Okay.
Fees and all, like personally I have to message or regarding
Pardon?
regarding
fee.
the
Okay. It's the fee for level 1 is 5,000. The fee for level 2 and 3 is 10,000. Actually, I think 11,000, but then we are able to usually offer some early bird discount and then it becomes 10,000.
After level 1, there is some time period that we can practice and know the results. Then we can do second level.
Actually, there is, you don't need to have a gap. And in fact, I would suggest that you should do 1, 2, 3 in quick succession only. The reason is, though you are learning it this way, what you really need for your child is level 3.
Okay.
Okay. Psychotherapy is what is the solution for this issue. So therefore, just stopping at level 1 and using level 1, you may not be able to produce too much change in this kind of a condition. Okay, you will need the psychotherapy and the technique that is taught within that will be needed for doing the healing for this.
The level 2, level 3 will have like psychotherapy is something like mantras or practicing mantras or just.
No, there are no mantras. There are no mantras, but there is a proper procedure what one has to follow. There is no simple way of telling about that. But one thing I can tell you is anybody can do healing. That is what we have noticed. If it is I'll deviate a bit. My healing journey started when I started off I came across healing. I got interested. I did the courses myself, but I used to heal only my family members. Okay. I used to also heal, say, my maid or somebody like that, if somebody has a requirement, but generally I would not tell anybody I'm a healer. That was my beginning in 2006. In 2010, my maid's husband actually developed appendicitis. And she came and requested me, Didi, whatever you do for me, would you try it for my husband? And at that point, like I said, no, I was a little shy of doing it for someone else. This was my beginning. Then I said, okay, let me try. And I had done healing for him. And what happened is what changed my life, frankly. Meaning, I healed him using the level 2 and 3, which I had just learned back then. And when I did healing for him, his pain went away. And he did not require any further intervention. For me, that was the turning point in my life. I was, as I mentioned initially, or Vimal mentioned, I was employed in an IT-enabled company. I was doing my job there. So I used to devote very little time to healing, only as and when need arose. This was my beginning. But when this incident happened, when he really found complete relief, and that too with just one session of healing, that really changed things for me. I started thinking that I should devote more time to this. If somebody can receive so much help by just this, then I should engage myself more in this. And that is how then I started looking for how I can train myself in it even more. And then all that led to all where I am right now. So what I mean to say, yeah, yes, please.
No, this is Harish. I think Kavita spoke to you a while back.
Yes.
So my daughter is like 14 years old. So
Yes.
one thing I want to understand, like the major problem we see in her, right, is always kind of self-talk in processing a lot of data. She's only interested in only collecting data. Now, what we want to do is we have to convert that self-talk into a communication so that he interacts with the society, and the data will get processed into information so that the understanding also gets developed. So this is the one challenge, but we don't know what to do till we have tried all the avenues, but this is not happening at all. That's the one major problem we are seeing now. And just want to understand, if we undergo this healing, like whatever, even level 1, 2, 3, right, whether that will have benefit in achieving to some extent, so that some improvement, so that we can take it from there.
Absolutely. This is what I would suggest. See, what happens is the healing will be a process, but the initial sorry, it's just Vimal calling. Yes, Vimal. Hello.
You got disconnected, looks like.
Now I got a message saying that I'm the host or something like that. Can you try joining back?
Oh, yeah, now I'm in.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So coming back, this is what precisely I'm suggesting. One thing is you can learn level 1, 2, 3. Maybe one of you, if not both of you, but somebody learn level 1, 2, 3 and do that healing for your child, or you receive healing sessions for your child. Now, healing sessions are chargeable. Usually the charges are at least 500 to 600 rupees for one session of healing. Okay, so so even if I'm talking of 15 days, it is like 9,000 rupees, you know. So it may, if you ask me, I will say it makes more sense you learn and do. Yeah. So, but that is your personal choice. And if you do, you can do for a longer period of time and keep continuing to do that. Work on yourself also simultaneously in terms of being able to handle situations, and you heal. This is what I would suggest. And yes, it will provide, but what exactly it will do for each child, sorry, I'm not able to predict, but it will definitely, whatever happens will be better than what is happening right now.
Very good. And if it's Zoom session, both can attend those sessions, or only one parent can do it?
It is, no, it is your choice. Per person, we will have to charge. Like, I mean, the, what you say, the fee, or you will get a proper certificate from the organization.
Oh,
you will get a handout, everything. It's a proper course.
Sure.
Okay,
Right.
so the Yoga Prana Vidya level 1, level 2, level 3, these are courses. For each level, you will get a certificate participation, and you will get a student handout. Along with that, I also want to say we provide audio guides. So, you know, it's after the, most of the time during the class, people feel okay about healing. Then after the class, they are a little concerned. Am I doing the right thing? So we have audio guides. We even have videos which you can see and do this thing. And you become a part of our group. We have like all the students who have been trained through us, we have a group. So you become a part of that group, and we have, say, you know, on at least a monthly basis, we will have nurturing sessions where again we will revise some things. And irrespective of that, you are free to contact us for any clarifications. See, as long as you don't leave us, we will not leave.
Okay. And it is going to benefit us also, right? Our health also will improve.
Absolutely.
We need to be healthy to take care of those needs children,
absolutely.
Right? That's okay.
Absolutely.
So it's a
So
two-way.
those are all the side effects. Those are all the positive side effects.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you. I just want to understand that. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Well, Vimal, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back, and I don't know, some internet issue or what it was, I don't know.
Okay. So I would like to share one technique. This is called as forgiveness sadhana. Okay. And these techniques, the meditation, forgiveness, these are two things that are very, very vital. And even if somebody is not learning YPV, they are welcome to practice these techniques. My intention mainly was these things. Okay. I mean, there is an app. It is called YPV Sadhana, Yoga Prana Vidya Sadhana, or YPV Sadhana. It is available in English and some of the other regional languages also. Okay. On Apple, Play Store, or whatever it is called. You can just go and look for YPV Sadhana and download it in the language of your choice. Okay. Within that, audios, proper recorded audios for these things are already available. Now, out of that, I'm going to do this sadhana, which is called forgiveness sadhana. Okay. This sadhana in particular, I would recommend for all the parents to practice. Okay. As we practice this sadhana, first of all, we become calmer. Our connection with our child, like I said, no, even the people whom we love, what happens is some amount of negativity is generated because of something they said, something they did. That energy is like a barrier, like a negative wall between us and them, you know, and it will come out in various ways. You know, sparks are not new, isn't it? You live with anybody for 10 and 20 years and you will find something flying here and there now. So I'm being euphemistic actually when I'm talking of 10 and 20 years. But anyway, so this sadhana, when we practice it, it will help to improve our relationship. We also have a small video, you know, if somebody like those who are watching this and say they want to watch it in detail, for the forgiveness sadhana, there is a small video that I have called Enhancing Relationships on YouTube. I can share the link for that also. Okay, but right now I would rather do the sadhana with all of you. Okay. So to do the sadhana, it takes only 5 minutes. But to explain about it takes some time. Okay. But before we actually practice, I want to say, all the people who are around us, it is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence that this child has come into your family, or that, whoever you attract as your partner, whoever you attract as, okay, the family members who come along with that, ये सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है, लेकिन पूरा लिखा हुआ नहीं है. There is some part of it which is dynamic also. But yes, you attract certain relationships. So first of all, it is not by chance that this relationship, there is something to work out with this person. So therefore you are in a relationship with that person. Okay. So we have, you have to take some things as a given. So this is the assuming part of it. Like, we assume that there is a account with that person. Now, how can we neutralize the negativity? So this sadhana, forgiveness sadhana, helps. Just 1 second. I think my phone battery will die out. I'm sorry, but I'll have to tilt my phone. Will that cause a problem with your video? Let me see.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay? Okay, fine. So coming back, yes, so there is a relationship. Now, as we practice this sadhana, what will happen? Some of this negative energy, knowingly, unknowingly, whatever has been projected, it will neutralize. It will, sorry. It's not standing properly. It will, some of this negative energy will neutralize. That is the purpose. And now, sorry, just a couple of things I wanted to say. See, as long as we are feeling negatively about a situation or a person, it is as if we are holding a hot coal in our hand. So if you are having a hot coal in your hand, what will happen? Who will experience the burning? You will experience. And you want relief, what do you have to do? You have to just, first of all, let it go. Hai na? Now, how to let it go? Usually we talk of forgiveness, we talk of letting go, but we don't know how to do. So this is a simple sadhana that has got 3 parts. And as we practice, we will find that we are able to have better relationships. Okay. So now there are 3 parts to it. The first thing is you have to forgive. The second part of it is to seek forgiveness. And the third and equally important part of it is to forgive oneself. Okay. So to forgive the person, seek forgiveness, and forgive oneself. These are the 3 parts. Really speaking, this is a very generic thing. We can do it with other things also. But because we are speaking in the context of special children and autism, I'm going to suggest this particularly with your child. Now, when you're doing this sadhana, one small modification compared to how it is given in the app will be, when you're intending, you will say, whatever negativities we have generated in this or any past incarnation, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay. So I will guide you and let us try it out itself. Okay. So I will suggest, can all of you just keep your hands in Namaste position, or we can sit receptively. What we call receptively is just keeping your palms open, keeping your legs uncrossed and sitting. Okay, whichever way you're comfortable. Now, whatever I say, it will be nice if you can just repeat after me. So we are doing what is called as a forgiveness sadhana. Atma Namaste. Imagine the child in front of you and you say, I salute the divinity within you. Spiritual evolution implies process, implies time, implies mistakes. I forgive you for causing pain to me, knowingly, unknowingly, in this or any past incarnations. I forgive you. I also seek forgiveness for any pain that I would have caused, knowingly or unknowingly. May what is best happen for you. God's blessings flow to you. Now you put your hands in the blessing position and we will be chanting Om Shanti 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 Om. You can chant along with me. We will chant 9 times. Om Shanti 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 Om. 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 Go in peace. Now, after this, you in front of what is called the solar plexus chakra, or in front of your chest area, please do like this: cut, cut, cut. Okay. What happens is there is a negative cord that connects us, or there is a cord which basically connects us. So this does not end our relationship or anything like that. Only the negativity, the negative cord that is connecting, we are intending to cut, cut, cut. Okay. Now, the third part of it is to forgive oneself. So in your journey, you make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Maybe you were, you expressed too much anger. Maybe you expressed, you were impatient. So something like that. Let's say you have committed something, but you say, whatever I did to the best of my ability. Whatever I could manage, I have done. Whatever patience I could express, whatever I could do, I have done. I accept that I have made a mistake. Or now you decide how you want to go about it going forward. You say, next time this happens, I will handle it differently. So just close your eyes. If there is any instance for which you are upset, think about it right now. We say, okay, I made this mistake, but now I make peace with myself. I forgive myself. Also make an intention. Next time you're faced with a similar situation, how you plan to react, how you plan to respond to that situation. Okay. Now we make peace with ourselves by chanting Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. Again, we will chant 9 times. Om Shanti 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 Om. 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 And you may open your eyes with a big smile. Okay, so this sadhana is already there in the app. It takes 5 minutes. It's a slightly different, meaning first he will do for others. Second part will be Om Shanti. And in particular for people who are having autistic children, I would suggest you include this intention that, usually the children would not have done anything much now. There is a past connection. So we don't know in what way we were, related to them and what we have done or not done. So you just make this intention that knowingly, unknowingly, in this present or any previous incarnation, whatever I have done, I forgive, I seek forgiveness. So this is the only variation I'm suggesting. Okay. My main intention was to share about the meditation. See, what will come out? Will come. So when you are triggered, when somebody tells you something, what comes?
Could you just repeat that? I think there was some disconnection.
Oh, okay. So I was saying, if there is if you squeeze an orange, what will come out is orange juice, right? So when you are squeezed in various situations, like let's say, you are frustrated, then that frustration comes out in the form of anger and in so many things. Now, if there is a way of filling yourself with calmness, so that is what the meditation does. This meditation that I'm talking about is the planetary peace meditation, which is there as a part of our YPV Sadhana app again. Okay. As you practice the meditation, first of all, you will have more energy to handle the various situations. Second thing, you will find that you are feeling peaceful inside you. So therefore, that reactionary tendency that we have, as you practice it, you will find that, you become more accepting of yourself. And when you bless, you will have more power to bless naturally. So these benefits are there. These and several other benefits are there. So what I want to suggest, first of all, is, as a solution, to whatever extent you can implement in your life, that is your choice. I would suggest that you should bless. Instead of worrying, you please convert it into blessings. Every time you catch yourself worrying, instead of that, you just stop and you say, okay, I bless. May he or she improve, that kind of a thing. The second thing is this forgiveness sadhana will help you to reduce any negativity in your relationship. It will help you to have better rapport with your child. And I tell you, it is not enough only with the child. Husband also very important. Husband or wife, whatever, partner also. And in fact, you can extend it to other members. But do at least once for your child, specifically thinking of your child. It's only a 5 minutes activity. Okay. So this also you will find in our app. PPM meditation, forgiveness sadhana, and blessing, as I said already. Then there is also the breathing exercise. There is one called deep breathing, rhythmic breathing, and there is super brain asana. All the components, whatever is shared in YPV app, they are all helpful. But in particular, I thought I will highlight this. And you have an idea. If you have any queries, any doubts, feel free to connect, and I'll be happy to give you some links with which you can know more details. Like, for example, for the meditation, I have a small video which you can just watch and then you can start doing the meditation. Okay.
So there is a group that Maithili ma'am has, and I will forward it to all the people who have participated today, and I'll put it out in the groups. So you can join that WhatsApp group and take further guidance from her.
Yes. And just for your information, in December, on 9th, 10th, and 11th, I'll be having a level 16th, 20th workshop. Okay, what is scheduled already for this?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Next month, I'm just sharing with you.
Maithili, your voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking, sir. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to inform you, December 9, 10, 11, I'm having a level 1 workshop.
Yeah, okay now.
Okay, December 9, 10, 11, I have a level 1 workshop, and 16th to 20th, level 2 and 3 workshop. This is already scheduled. Okay, so, and we take very limited members in each workshop, reason being, because it is online and we want to focus. So usually it is in small batches. We also have weekend batches, but not in the month of December. So I just want to inform you all these things. And from my heart, I pray for all your children that you should find right solutions, and may you all be able to find right paths and implement the knowledge, whatever you receive, and see lots and lots of improvements.
Thanks.
Anything else? I'm right here and I'm willing, but I thought I was extending on the time, so I was.
I think it's a lot, and you've given us such a lot of ideas, thoughts. Basically, thought is what it all is gearing into. The thought has energy, and how do we change our thoughts? How do we change our lives with our thoughts? And the prayers and the forgiveness. So I think we can end now. I thank you, Maitli, so much for doing this. It's just out of the goodness of your heart, and I know that you have no other idea, just that you want to help. And those who want to take it further can take it further now, or maybe some other time in the future. They can explore on their own. They can go to other pranic healers. This is her experience. You don't have to follow
You just
one
need to
person.
learn the first 3 levels. I mean, don't stop at that first level, or that is the important point. What I want to share. It is important to learn psychotherapy.
So that's actually already one mother had said, and even I had told you that I have done level 1. So now I realize why I cannot. I never found it very useful, because obviously I had not learned it enough. So thank you so much, and I think we'll end now. So just with a small prayer. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and lots and lots of good wishes for all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Session was very informative, and I think unbiased. Your voice is very peaceful. Listening to you